next to public groups on making them searchable. Um, I haven't ran any queries yet, but I guess tomorrow I'll have more information on more or less how performant searching all the chat groups will be with our current structure.
Okay.
Um,
You mean like the content within the group?
yes,
Yeah. Okay.
I'm almost thinking that we might have to like mirror our chats, our public chats, in like a search database like Elasticsearch.
That sounds risky.
Um, it's not risky. Um, it's not risky in that we would lose data in the app. I think the only problem, if any, would be is uh maybe crippling that search. Maybe the data doesn't sync to the search. Since the source of truth is always going to be our SQL database, it's making sure that search mirror always has the latest data. The only reason I'm saying this approach is that would be an engine that would, I know, would definitely be performant enough to handle searching
Hmm.
like we want.
Yeah.
Again, I'll probably have more info tomorrow. It's just it's a little bigger task.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine most of you took Apple years to add it to iMessage.
Well, even in iMessage though, it's you're searching all local. Everything in iMessage is on
That's
your
true.
phone.
Yeah, they don't have the same issues.
Right. We're going to be searching an internet database of millions of messages.
Right.
So it's not, it's bigger than iMessage, but I mean, I'm pretty sure somebody else has done it. I don't think it's that hard. It's just a little high on the complexity scale. It's not like inventing something new. It's just implementing what had to be implemented to accomplish this.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh, yeah, outside of that, I think kind of updates how I had that all I had just yesterday. I mean, yesterday, Friday was a lot of just getting the Facebook stuff set up, which, like I said, we're approved. So, well, we can start utilizing WhatsApp messaging.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to test it for real if it's approved. Um,
We'll have to set up the API keys and all that good stuff.
all that. Okay. Yeah. Let me know when that's ready.
Yep.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you, Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Ismail, how about your update, please?
Sure. So I continued working on the search lobby. I was able to get that join alert to pop up when you click on a group that you're not part of, which was a little trickier than I thought because we actually handled that logic in another component, which was the one that previews the groups you can join. So now I have to move that logic to the lobby screen because now that's where we want to
Mm,
have that same logic, but it's not that same component. So that
mhm.
component lives inside the chat lobby. So, but anyways, I got it to work and I made sure the cache all updates in the group shows and navigates to it and it hides it from the top and all that good stuff. So right now this and oh yeah, and I of course I added the debounce and I did something where with the UI it was just a little annoying with the switching between them and it storing all data. So I had to use a different approach, which I have the PR up. I mean, so you might notice that I am using a state to store the data from the query, which I know Apollo is stateful, but in order to get a smooth UI UX experience for the user, I had to use a state to basically get rid of stale data that wouldn't from the previous search. It just wasn't, it couldn't accomplish the same amount of smoothness with just using Apollo state. So if you want to take a look at that, if you have any questions, let me know. The PR is up. Um, and yeah, from there, I created a build where I removed Sentry that didn't fix the sticker problem. Then I created another build where I removed all the code. You know, I mean that comparison you sent me. So I reverted all the code to the old PR. So it looks like the one from 63, and surprise, surprise, it's still there.
What's
So the stickers are still not working no matter what I do. It's
still not working?
It's annoying.
This
Um,
feature thing, is it like iOS only? Like the whole feature? Like it's
it
only
looks
iOS,
like
right?
it's mainly iOS from what I know. Todd said he has it working on his Android, so it looks like
No, no,
it's
no, I
mainly
mean
iOS.
like no, not the issue. Like on Android, people can share stickers. Like, is that a thing? If you know,
Yeah, Todd said it is.
all right, and it's not working in Android too.
No, like I said, it seems like it's working on an Android. It's just iOS.
Okay, so same code. I would say maybe
And keep in mind, both work on local. So right now, if you just do a local build on your
yeah,
physical phone, it
yeah.
works fine. Just
So it's not the code. It's maybe something around configuration. Like for I
maybe it's something, yeah, like the, I guess I was maybe something when we build the code, we do something.
yeah, because like when you build for a production build, another set of configuration is being applied to the app. Um,
Correct.
I mean, like native level. So maybe we need something there, like in the info plist file, we need to add. I don't know, because it seems like it because I don't know, like when I was working on notifications, like then yeah, the chat notifications where we want to see the image of the group and all of that to have it like iMessage style. I had the code there, everything is there, but it was not working. It seems like I needed to opt in to this kind of feature. So maybe, I don't know, we need to opt in for iOS to have this sharing sticker.
Maybe because I can't. Yeah, at this point, I tried everything. I removed Sentry. I
Yeah.
added the old code back in. The only difference that's left now from that build that worked and the one we have now is we did change the configuration because it obviously doesn't work right now in terms of you can't just create 63 build. We had to like increase SDKs or maybe do this or tweak that. So that's yeah, I guess that's the only thing that's left. So maybe one update that we did to that was required by Apple, like you said, maybe needs a something else. I don't know. So I guess yeah,
That's
that's it.
really interesting. Do you remember not opting in, or I mean, how
It's
would
not
you?
that I'm not like okay, so like right now, if I go to build 63 and I try to create a build, it'll fail on the pipeline, and then it'll tell me an error like you need to make sure you're using a minimum SDK of this or like like from required by Apple.
Mhm.
So we
And
cannot
then
like
for
do
the new
another build with the same 63 version. I mean, like not the same version, but like the code that was used in the 63, we cannot do a build out of it because Apple is not letting us. Yeah,
Mhm.
my question is like, did we get that build 63 again up so we can test the stickers again?
I didn't fix I got the changes in. Like for like the dev branch, I copy pasted the changes back to,
Yeah, I was saying like,
but
how
the
we
whole
saying like
build as
there
is.
is a build where the stickers were working.
Yeah, yeah. No, well, I tried to create a build, but it failed because we need to because it says the SDK for the iPhone 18 needs to be updated or something like that. Or sorry, for the
Yeah.
iOS 18.
Mm, yeah,
So
I mean,
so
mm.
so we need to tweak the configuration file, which I haven't done. I haven't
Yeah,
spent much
that's
time on
yeah,
that.
we didn't touch anything related to config. So, or yeah, maybe it is a new thing that's introduced and we're not aware of it. That we have to fix it. You know, with
Introduced how?
all no, like Apple introduced like this new requirement that we're not aware of. You want to share stickers because like it seems to work before, but there was like updates and everything. So maybe they didn't in one of the updates that we're using right now.
Mhm.
They are making that thing as a requirement. This config that we don't know what is it yet. We don't. I'm just like
So would that be mean like if I have a phone that's on an older operating system, like 17 on my iPhone, it would still work?
No, no.
no. What I was like when I was saying updates like for the SDK because like Apple gives you SDKs and those SDKs are versioned
Mm.
and and when you're are required to use the newer SDK from Apple if you wanna keep pushing.
Yeah, so
Right.
John, this would be when we create the build. You know how I'm telling you, oh, there's an hour
Yeah.
left for the build to be up.
I see.
It's creating it. It's that phase.
Okay. So what would we? How would we address it?
Well, we don't know if we're like right now, since we tried everything. I mean, it's saying it could be in that configuration part, and that like what's happening is when we build it, because we updated the configuration because Apple requires us to,
Okay.
for support of the App Store. Maybe we need to like add something new. Like maybe they made it where it's tricky to access stickers. You have to add an extra configuration, or you have like this is all theory. This is not.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that the same thing you were saying a minute ago, Amin, where you said we may have to opt in, or you may have opted out or forgot to opt in a little while back?
Yeah, it is. Maybe we need to opt in, but not because we did opt out or anything. Maybe this is just new, you know.
Just
Maybe-
just got overlooked because we
Yeah,
updated
and
it.
it's new, and right now it's like you have it. Maybe before it was optional to opt in or not, and it's gonna be working. Maybe
Hmm.
now it's not. It's like mandatory. You have to
How
opt
would
in.
you determine that?
I don't know. This is all theory. Because like works on our environment, works on Android. It does not work on iOS only on a production build. So the code is the same, but there's config to it. Maybe that config, what we need to look into, because it works everywhere besides production build.
Yeah. Um, but
And
do you
what
know
made
where
me
you?
remember this, and what made me remember this is like a past experience where I had it with notifications, like to have the iMessage style.
Mhm.
You have to opt in to have like you will be having the all correct code, everything is there, but
Hmm.
it's not gonna work because you're not opted into the iMessage styles. Maybe we're missing this too, like to opt
Um,
in to stickers or I don't know.
but you don't know exactly where you would even look to determine that.
No, I don't know because I'm just I don't even know if there's an opt in for stickers or something like that. It's just like a theory. If it's true, then we will find how to have it there.
Okay. So what would you? What steps would you take now?
um Research like to how to just share stickers with React Native. Maybe like reading some articles, maybe someone sharing how we do it and issues he faced, and maybe this is one of the issues he faced, you know, see
Hmm.
what other people did.
I see. Okay. Um, do you want to do that, or Ismail? Do you? You
I
got.
mean, I can start on it, and if he finds anything, he can send it my way. But I'll start looking into the whole configuration, see what I can find.
Okay. Okay. Wow, this is a weird one. Working in the environment, and then we know it worked on a certain build, and you're absolutely positive that it worked on build 63, but even though you rebuilt 63, it doesn't work now.
Well, build. I'm not saying it doesn't work on build 63 anymore. I'm saying I can't build 63 to begin with because it fails because it has the old configuration.
Old
So
configuration.
remember how I told you Apple forces us to
Yeah.
tweak our configuration every
Yeah.
now and then.
So it does make
Um,
sense that that's the relationship there somewhere.
it's the only connection I see at this point after I moved Century, after I added the old code that was working and that's not working anymore.
Right. Right.
Um, so the only thing that makes sense is something when we build it is causing this issue.
Okay. Um, so you're gonna keep working on it?
I'm gonna spend a little more time on it, yeah. Um, Other than that, I still have to. So I guess a quick question for Jerry about the revenue cap thing, the buying the streak. First one is if well, I still have to fix it on Android. I'm still determining if it's a front end or back end problem, but I'll have more information on that later today.
Mhm.
But let's say somebody buys that on iOS. Do we need to call a mutation if it succeeds, or would the backend be able to pick it up from a different API?
I think there is a polling that we're gonna have to do just to make sure.
Mm, So Is there going to be more configuration needed on the front end?
Yes, there may be. One more query, and I was actually going to be working on that query today because it had to do with the like the streak expiration.
Mm-hmm. Mm. And that would be called on success, on purchase success.
Yeah, it would be something that you would check just to make sure that the back end gets the streak renewal or the streak freeze.
Mm. Okay. Well, once you have it done, let me know um, how you expect that to work, so I can add it.
Yeah, I plan on working on it early.
And other than that, yeah, as I mentioned, I still need to get Android to work. I was getting problems from trying to buy something on Android. iOS seemed to be working. And one last thing is the way we display these options. I guess right now we just display them. I don't know if there's a. I think if the user doesn't need to repair his streak or her streak, there's no need to display it if it's active. I'm assuming so. I don't have any
Say
data
that again about
that way.
displaying it if it's active. What do you mean?
Yeah, so you know how we have like a repair streak and a freeze streak option?
Yeah.
I'm assuming the freeze streak should only get displayed if the user is streak is not well, if they have a streak to begin with. And number two, their streak is not already frozen. That's the only time we should display the freeze option. If they don't have a streak or the streak
That's a
frozen,
great that's a great question. I've just thought of something that probably, yeah, your logic is good, but I would think we should show. Maybe Jerry, you could help me with this too. It makes sense to me that a user that goes to that screen should probably see at least a 1 day streak. Like they're using the app, okay, so they have navigated. And the reason I'm saying that is, if you go there to investigate, as let's say you're a new user or any user just have never really investigated before, and if the streak was at 0 and you didn't see the option to freeze it, you wouldn't even know it was there. So we can handle it two ways. We could just always have it there as an option, even if you have zeros on your streak, or perhaps it'd be better just to have the streak count as 1 at a minimum if you arrive at that screen because you've taken some action. And
Okay, then for this query I'm working on, literally we could just do. It would be when you do it, it counts towards your streak action.
okay, yeah, and then that way you don't have to worry about hiding it, Ismail, the freeze, because you'll always have at least a 1 day streak, and
Mm,
probably no one would pay to freeze a 1 day streak.
but is that you query called on the home screen or after? And you know which query exactly is going to trigger the subscription? Because if the user is on the home screen, I'm assuming it won't be, it would still be 0. Like, well, I don't know if that counts or not, or how it works, but let's say the user opens the app after 3 days, they have no streak, and then they go to home. Is that considered an action?
Not yet, but and it wouldn't be like it would be more like if you tapped on the flame itself. Would that be able to count as a streak update, Jerry?
Yeah, that's what I intend on.
Okay, so it'd be
Okay.
after your home and then tap the flame.
Okay, so we need a unique query that gets called when we tap the flame itself. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is that going to be performant, Jerry? Is it okay?
Yeah, it'll just be anytime you tap the streak, the flame.
Okay, so it might go from 0 to 1.
So that's fine. I'll just have the freeze always show on that screen because that means we should expect it to always be 1.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't need to hide it. Okay.
Yeah, and then we have the repair streak, which
Yeah.
also I don't know how we want to handle that.
Yeah.
Well, technically now, well, how are you going to repair a streak that's never 0?
Well, if it was 200,
We could show what their previous streak was, like what their previous streak was. We look. What is it, John? I think we give them like how long do we give them to renew their streak?
I don't remember.
Was it
But
a week? or was it 3 days?
Ismail was making a good point. It helps sell it at 0. Um, hmm. Always some edge cases in there. So yeah, I mean, if I had a 200-day streak and it goes to, it would be at 0. Yeah, I tap it and then it would go to 1. Oh, that's kind of weird. Hmm. Okay, let's do it a different way. I think. Instead of having it update to 1, I think we should always show it to answer your question, Ismail, just because I do want a user to encounter it like that, so they know it's there, whether it's op- available or not is different. So perhaps it's grayed out if it's um, at 0, like you don't need to repair,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. In which case, both of
Yeah. So if it's 0, if it's not 0, if it's an active streak, they'll both be grayed out. Oh wait, no, not both. If it's an active streak, the freeze would be an option, but the repair would be grayed out. And then vice versa. If there's no streak, the repair would be clickable, but the freeze would be grayed out because there's I
yeah,
think 2 ways.
yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, that makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah, and then Jerry doesn't have to change any logic.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Okay, cool. Does that clear that up?
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Okay. Okay, good questions. Anything else on the streak?
No, I just like I said, I have to figure out the whole Android thing. I don't know if I need Jerry's help or not. I'll let him know, but it's just giving me a bit of trouble trying to purchase anything.
Okay.
So I'll see why that's happening. And after I get the grayed out things in, I think that one would also be ready. Oh wait, yeah, Jerry has to send me one more API for that. But yeah, I think she'll wrap it up today.
Okay. Very good. What else you have going on?
Other than that, I'm a trailer.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe at a certain point you and Amin could team up on the sticker thing. We're not getting anywhere with it.
Yeah, let me do some research on my own, and you can do some research, and then if we
Yeah.
can't do anything good, we'll try to have a session.
On that, just to confirm with you, Ismail, like I sent you a video, um, like a screen record. Is this how it should be done when it works, or I'm missing something? Like I sent you a video because like I went to a photo, I did the long press, and I did copy, and then I was able to paste it.
Oh, that's not a sticker. A sticker is when you go to your keyboard, when you go to the emoji section,
Okay.
and then you scroll to the left,
Mm-hmm.
you'll find these stickers,
Mm-hmm.
and you can create them from images, but they're not really
Uh,
image.
so I because like when I remember like when talking about it, you said something about like long press and iOS.
Oh, no, that's how you create it. If you long press on an image that's open inside the image preview, you have it open. You know how you can zoom in and out. If you long press
Mhm.
on it, it gives you an option to create a sticker.
Okay, and you said like for a sticker on the keyboard, like I will press on the emojis icon, right?
Mm-hmm. And then you scroll left.
Scroll left. Um,
If you don't have any stickers added, you might not see any, so you have to add some or create some.
oh yeah, there's emojis as stickers. Like there's like kind like I press on them, it's just empty. When I select, it's just empty string, right?
Yeah, that's the problem. It used to paste it as an image, or
Okay.
it does still in local. So if you have a local build, it'll paste it as an image as if you're uploading an image. But now it
Mm-hmm.
just has empty string currently.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, I
Okay.
just wanted to confirm like how, uh, so I can look into this too.
Yeah, sure. Have any more questions? Just let me know.
Cool. Thank you. Thanks, Ismail. So yeah, I mean, what else did you have going on?
Yeah, it's all like I finished up all the issues reported by Chantel regarding chat with the new architecture. There was the other issue that I asked you about on Friday, where it's yeah, it's not happening only in the new architecture. It's only like happening the current build. I don't know how is that happening, but like you kind of can create duplicate groups, you know,
Hmm.
because you're gonna search for a group, select the members from that group, and you should be sharing to the same group if you're not adding any other member. But in this case, it just creates another group, and I looked into that issue. I mm, for now I think it's backend. Jerry, I sent to you the query that I'm
Yeah,
looking into.
yeah, I was going to check into that. Just in the middle of something.
Yeah. So for that issue that I asked you about, and was the last one on the new architecture chat issues related. It's this one, and I think it's backend. What else?
I just realized too. Can you send me like the actual like GraphQL you're using?
Yeah.
I have the query
Um,
name.
mhm. So yeah, I think I'll do it today. A new build with all the fixes that I've been working on for the new architecture, Android and iOS, and we'll go from there and see
That'd be
how.
great. I'd like
Yeah.
to start testing. I'm glad you
Mm.
caught that with the group thing too. That could have been a long-term problem, and especially create a mess if enough of that starts happening. So good catch.
Yeah, yeah, Chantel did. She sent this issue, and I just looked into it more.
Oh, okay. I see. Well, stay with it with Jerry to clear it up. Sounds like he's got to do some part too, and we'll
Mhm.
maybe we'll get that fix pushed out in a short-term build here. Obviously, we want to make sure if we're going to do the new architecture, we need more testing, so we're not going to be doing that
Yeah.
build. But yeah, okay. What else you have going on?
No, nothing. That was all of it. I'll keep working on this new architecture till we have something
Do you
good.
have more defects to look at with that?
Map, yeah. Like
Oh
I
yeah.
saw you look into the map, but I'm not sure. Um, if it's like an hour issue, because like the map issue, there's like no pins there, so I'm just expecting maybe it's the version we're using now with the new architecture. They did some changes on the API, and I need to do the changes on our end to, you know, be having the same like having things as they are expecting from us with the new architecture. That's why I'm suspecting why the pings is not there to change the API. So in that case, maybe it's just an hour work. If it's um, more than that, I'll just do the build and keep looking into it so we can have a build today.
Sounds good. Okay. Yeah. Let me know when you do the builds and
Hmm.
testing on them. Okay. Great. All right. Well, then I think that concludes our stand-up session for the day. Um, I'm gonna grab some food, but Danny and Todd, if you guys want to reach out to me in about 30 minutes, I'll be available. And if
Sounds
anybody else,
good. I'm gonna jump on with Mike here, and I'm at 11 too, and we have some stuff to do for this next campaign.
okay, yeah, let me know if you need me on that, and
Cool.
yeah, I'll be free here in a little bit.
Cool. I finished just about everything we were working on Friday night, so I'll get you a final draft of. Well, I emailed Ben, and I'll get you a final draft of the other thing soon.
Excellent. Looking forward to that. All right, cool. All right, good job, guys. Thanks. I'll talk to you all later.
Sounds good. All right.
Take it easy, everyone.
See ya.